Live now with Shoutout Academy. Let's give everyone about 2 to 3 minutes to head over here. I need to go troubleshoot Mel's audio problem. I will be right back.
Hello, hello, hello. Yep. Good.
Oh, what just happened?
What happened?
Wow, the live gods just don't like us today. Oh my god. Okay. Mel, you want to give us a shout out? Make sure everyone can hear you.
See what?
Mel?
Yes.
No? Okay. Cool. Can everyone hear me? Hello, hello, hello.
I don't see anyone in the chat.
Ah, there he is. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack, can you hear Mel okay?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Cool. Awesome. Battleground, P, Funky. Awesome. You got both nights here. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and so just so all of you know, let me actually move this like that. Okay. So what you're looking at is my Ubuntu screen right now. What I'm going to do first, though, is we're going to go ahead and get that Ubuntu stick created. And we're going to use my Mac for that. For those of you who have never burnt an installable Ubuntu flash stick using Mac, there's a great tool called Etcher that I would recommend all of you get. It's great. I love it. Super easy and takes care of the whole process for you. You don't have to drop to a terminal shell or anything like that. Let's drop this caption. Okay. Cool. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Alrighty then. Oh my God, do I also have a Zoom going? I think I have a Zoom going. No, I don't. Oh wait, I do. Oh my God, why do I have a Zoom going? Okay. Maybe that was what was causing my audio issues earlier at the on the other live stream. Okay, just want to make sure all of you can hear me still. Yep, yep. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. All right. So I installed Etcher. So for those of you who have never installed it before, it's from a company called Frida. If I come over here to my Chrome window, you can see Etcher Mac. So it's just balena.io, and it's a free download. They have one for Windows, Linux, and Mac. So just download it. That's all I did was download it, installed it, and ran it. That's all you do. So we're going to go ahead and flash from file. And now I went ahead and downloaded Ubuntu before today's class. So you can do the same. So to do that, you just go to ubuntu.com. Just go to ubuntu.com and then just go over here to download. And then it's going to ask you what you want to download. There's Ubuntu Server, which is designed for servers, of course, IoT devices, cloud, and then just desktop. So you're just going to grab Ubuntu Desktop. And the current LTS release, long-term support is what that stands for, is 22.04. And once you click that, it's just going to actually take you directly to the download. So I've already got download, so I'm going to cancel that. So it's here in my downloads folder. So you can see that right there, Ubuntu 22.04 desktop. And ooh, why does that say AMD 6? Oh yeah, no, that's correct. Sorry. Like, why doesn't that say Mac? Okay. And then USB disk 3 media. So I'm just be really careful. So once you select the file, just be really careful. Don't accidentally format a USB drive connected to your computer that you need. So just be very careful what you're doing. To confirm that this was dev disk 10, that this was the stick that I wanted to format and use. It's called Mix Pre USB. This is what we use on our film sets for our Mix Pre 10, which is an audio mixer. I just used that USB stick because I couldn't find another one. But I didn't know, like, looking at that, I'm like, okay, USB disk 3 media, that doesn't say Mix Pre USB. So what it's doing is it's showing the device file. So what you do is, if you don't know if that's actually the stick with the correct name, just go over here and launch term, and then type in mount. And then here you can see that dev disk 10 slice 1, right? But dev disk 10 is volumes mixed pre USB. So USB disk 3 media, dev disk 10 is my mix pre USB. So I'm okay, right? So I always, measure 3 times, cut once. When it comes to something like a USB drive, you definitely don't want to be formatting the wrong thing. Now, anything with an exclamation mark is just Etcher yelling at you that this is an incredibly large disk. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Like, why would you be using a 50 terabyte, let's see, RAID drive, to create a new Ubuntu install disk? It's just kind of warning you that, like, are you sure you know what you're doing? So it's a great way to just make sure you don't accidentally format the wrong thing. So we're going to go ahead and select dev disk 10. And then that's all you do. So we've got Ubuntu, ISO, the destination is dev disk 10, and then we're just going to flash that. So it needs root privileges to run. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. So it's going to go through the flashing process of basically taking that ISO and burning it to the flash stick as a bootable flash stick. And then we're just going to actually boot it on our laptop. Okay, sorry everyone, I got a messy desktop. All right, let me go back to chat, see if anyone's got any questions. Cool. Awesome. No new questions. No comments. Just put your questions and comments in chat as we're working together. If there's anything you want Mel or I to answer. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday or Sunday so far. Hopefully it's not too late where you're at. I know that we have some Shadow Academy members that are clear across the pond. So thank you for staying up late to be with us. We love you. We love you. I'm excited for this week. It's going to be a cool week. What do we have going on, Mel? What's going on this week? We have any? Oh, we're getting ready for Black Hat. We actually dropped the flash stick, the DCP flash stick, which is basically a special video format for movie theaters at AMC with Ransom on it. So I just dropped that off. I'm super excited. I think actually next week, so Monday or Tuesday, we'll be doing a pre-screening with AMC. So I'm super excited about that. So we're going to be seeing Ransom for the first time on the silver screen prior to Black Hat. So cross your fingers for us. Hopefully there's no issues with my color grading or my sound design. Come on, Mel, you're too quiet. Say something.
No, I'm excited for Black Hat. Super excited.
Mel's the more kind of introverted, shy one between the two of us, as all of you know. So I feel like if we were both sort of type A personalities where we were both just needed to hog the spotlight, it would just be too much for all of you. Mel has the ability to just kind of balance me out. Right. So let's see, Ector is at 56%. So yeah. So hey Eve, thank you. We're excited. Let me know if any of you are going to be actually at DEF CON or Black Hat. We need to get everyone together in Shadow Academy at DEF CON or something. Hopefully we can get enough Shadow Academy members. I just realized my cactus is dying. I haven't been here to wire this. This is like the longest I've ever kept anything alive. I do not have a green thumb. This thing is like, it's amazing to me that this thing is still living. Anyway, it needs to be watered. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. So Black Hat DEF CON. Yeah, we want to try and get all the Shadow Academy members together in DEF CON. So the problem is I know a lot of you live outside the country, probably can't get your employers to buy you a ticket and so you can go to DEF CON. But hopefully we can get everyone together, enough people together to be able to put together a big GT. Oh, good question. Oh, thanks, Funky. So we haven't actually filmed episode 2 yet. Menlo Security is currently, which is the co-producers, they're waiting for all the metrics to come in to see, did it generate enough, top of funnel leads and stuff, and generate enough buzz and traffic. So a lot of you can help us by actually, reaching out to Menlo, like, hey, I saw Heat, really liked it. Wanted to learn more about your product, and then sit in a sales call with them or something. if you have that kind of time and you want to like show some mad support for us, just let Menlo reach out to Menlo Security and let them know, like, saw Heat, really loved it. Sorry, my hair keeps touching the mic again. Really loved it. Love to know more about your company and product. That would help us out a lot if you could all do that. So anyway, yeah. So it's to be determined right now on the franchise for Heat as far as whether or not they're gonna want to film the rest of the season. The ones that we do have guaranteed, where the co-producers paid for the entire season, and we're going to multiple things, is Ransom. So hopefully all of you will like Ransom. Once it premieres at AMC on August 8th, it will be streaming on the Conceal website. So we're creating like a microsite, like a Netflix style microsite where you can go to stream it there. So hopefully you like it. We've already filmed episode 2 of Ransom. So I actually am really excited for episode 2. I think episode 1 was good, but I really like episode 2. Oh, there's a really awesome twist coming. I won't spoil it for all of you, but there's an awesome twist coming in episode 2. So you'll see that. But yeah, and then what's the other franchise, Mel? What am I missing? So Ransom is a series, and then not. I think Scorched Earth. I think No Name just brought in a new chief marketing officer. Anyway, so yeah, I'm missing one. I can't remember. Oh, Dark Ops. Oh, for those of you who saw the new Dark Ops movie poster that I designed and put out over the weekend, that's a series. We're super excited about that. For those of you who saw, did any of you see that TV show Criminal Minds? It was the BAU unit, behavioral analysis unit of the FBI. This is like a follow-on show to BAU Criminal Minds. So BAU 2, which is Behavioral Analysis Unit 2 within the FBI, is focused on white collar crime and cybercrime. And so this is a new show, criminal profilers, and we called it Dark Ops. Yeah, that is the co-producers, Tego Cyber, Tego Cyber. They bought the whole season up front, and they also hired me as their chief marketing officer. So I get to make all the decisions on whether or not it continues. So I know it's the perfect situation. Anyway, okay. So the flash stick is done burning, everyone. Let me go back to screen share. Okay, so this is what you'll get when the flash is complete. Oh, what just happened? When the flash is complete, you'll get this screen. It'll ask if you want to flash another. We're gonna just close that, and then I'm gonna just eject it. I'm just go down here. I'm gonna eject it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, about that. Is this it? Oh, I think it already ejected it. Yeah, because of the file system. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the stick out of my Mac Studio. Sorry, where's my Chrome window? Where's my Chrome window? All right. Okay.
There you go.
So now here's the disclaimer. I have never done video sharing on my laptop, Ubuntu laptop before while installing Ubuntu. I don't know if the video resolution will be supported. We'll try it. Let's see if you can all see it. I hope so. This will be cool.
Okay. I think it should be okay.
I don't see why it shouldn't, because it's requiring 1920 by 1080. So
I think it'd be fine.
It'll be an issue. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. So it detected the stick.
There it is.
We're gonna go ahead and do a reboot. Hopefully, all of you can see this right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. All right. Oh.
I don't see anything now.
I know. Hold on. Yeah, you guys shouldn't see anything. You'll see like a black screen for now.
Oops.
Oh, I killed it. Hold on. It's like freaking out right now. Oh, wait. Hold on.
I wanted to test the.
As all of you know, there's a very, very intricate dance you have to do with laptops and getting that boot up screen, and you have to do it with perfect timing to boot off USB. All right, so boot device options is F9. And we're going to boot with our stick. Wait, which one is it? That's the same. No, we don't want that. We want this one, I think. Let's do this 3. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Can you guys see that, Mel?
No, I can't see anything.
Oh, you're not seeing anything. Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. I can see it.
I see the HP icon.
How come I can't hear you? Like, I can hear you through the wall, but I can't hear you on audio for some reason. Let me check.
Are you serious?
Let me check my audio settings now. Let me see. Video, audio, default. Oh, I wonder if it's coming through my headphones. Okay. All right, Mel, say something.
How about now?
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yay. Okay, so it's still stuck on the splash screen, everyone. It's basically going through its process of starting the installer. So we're gonna get to this fdisk menu during the installation, and I understand that each one of us all has a certain way we like to partition our hard drive when installing Linux. I want to say that maybe, 15, 20 years ago, it actually mattered how you did stuff, and, you know, putting slash var on its own slice and partition, and, slash Etsy. It, that just, I think today with how cheap hard drives have become, how cheap hard drive space is, there's really no point in doing that. I just throw everything to the entire disk. We'll get there. Listen to that pretty music. Okay. We're gonna say install Ubuntu. Oh, actually, I haven't installed 2004. The other version that I was running was not 2004. This is cool. All right, so English US, and then here you can see all of our. Oh, is it not sending the video? Oh, you guys can't see the. Oh, you know what it's doing? It's not mirroring the screen. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Yeah, it's doing a. How do I?
Ellie, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Test, test, test. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys not hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Ah, damn it. Okay. Hey, everyone. Can you hear me now? Can you
Can't
hear me
hear
now?
you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mel, can you hear
All
me?
right.
Okay, they can both hear me. Okay. Let me try. I don't know what's going on. Hold on 1 second. Let me try moving. So, can you guys hear me now? Mel, can you still hear me? Mel, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
All right. This is really big. I apologize for that, but it's the resolution. So okay, give me 1 second. I just need to connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, wrong keyboard. All right. I'm gonna hit continue. I've connected to my Wi-Fi. And here it's just basically asking me, do I want to install the apps with it? Do I want to download updates while installing Ubuntu? And then install any third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware, additional media formats. Um, I typically leave that unchecked. So, if there's any issues, I could just install it afterwards. But I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. I think the next is the disk partitioning. Okay, so the next screen that you're gonna get asked is this. Do you want to install so what it did was it detected that Ubuntu was already installed, and so it's asking me oh, I guess it was 2004. Oh, this is 2204. Okay. So, yeah, so this is a newer version. So, it's detecting that Ubuntu has already been installed on the system. So, it's asking me, do I want to erase it? Do I want to actually install 2204 alongside my previous install of Ubuntu? Or do I want to erase the disk and install Ubuntu? And I would say that this is usually the one I always do, just in case anything is, left on the system, or I want it as clean as possible. So I'm going to do erase disk and install Ubuntu, and then I'm going to hit the install now button. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have a pop-up window that says write these changes to disk, and it's going to tell me that it's going to delete the partition tables and create new ones. And then we're going to go ahead and say yes, continue. Hey, honey, you should be able to still hear me, hopefully. All right, so it's asking me my time zone, and I'm just basically gonna say yes, Los Angeles. And then it wants me to fill in who I am. So we'll just say listen night, my computer name, pick a username, my default password I always use. And then we can require password at login or login automatically. Sure, we'll just require password, whatever. Okay, so it's basically going through all the install steps. Now, we could have gone through and done like an advanced partitioning where we define the partitions and the slices. I just basically use the entire disk. I've been in situations, and I'm sure many of you have as well, where you're sitting there and you feel like, oh, I've got these ninja skills, and I did this awesome partitioning map, and I did everything on its own slice to make it faster, and I did a slash dev, a slash etsy, and then you do this, and then you get to a point sometime down the road where it's you run out of space on a particular slice because you didn't give enough space to it. Now, I know that there's tools that will let you reallocate disk space, and it's just a real pain in the ass. And I'm not at that point in my life anymore where I want to deal with that and cause unnecessary um heartache and pain on myself than what's already out there, and the problems I run into. Um, so yeah, so I just allocate the entire disk. I just make it easy. Yeah, exactly, Jose. You run out of space. So these are just, some screens that it'll go through during the install process, telling you about some cool graphics and photography apps and games you can install. I don't know. Put in the chat. Do any of you use Linux as your desktop? Do any of you actually go full blown, Linux desktop as your enterprise desktop? Um, I want to say, like, when I was at SBC Datacom, when I was working there, um, and several other companies. I actually took my corporate laptop and wiped out Windows and put Ubuntu on there, and I used things like Kmail, or what was it? What was the other one? Thunderbird. Thunderbird is my corporate email client. I was so excited when they added Active Directory support, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can add my Active Directory instead of doing it through IMAP." And it was just, yeah. So let me know if any of you use it as your actual desktop. That would be really interesting to find out. But no, yeah, I'm hardcore Apple. Cult of the Mac for me. Yeah, there was a time when I tried to move from Adobe Photoshop for photo editing to actually using GIMP. Those are, yeah. I mean, GIMP has come a long way. but there's definitely things in Photoshop that just things like GIMP cannot, cannot exceed or meet, that Adobe has done with Photoshop. I mean, Photoshop has come so far, in masking, subject mask detection, stuff like that, that just GIMP would not be able to meet. What about you, Mel? Mel, did you ever use Linux as your desktop in any of your gigs? Or, I mean, were you even
Yeah, I did.
allowed to?
I did.
Yeah. What? Let me guess. Search Effect Group.
No,
Oh, was it at was it the
it was in the
casino?
Department of Energy.
Mm, yeah.
We installed Fedora on everyone's machines.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of you don't know this, but like Mel is a bigger deal than me, man. Like she built the first security operations center on the Las Vegas Strip. She worked for the Department of Energy and NSA. She's a huge deal. I don't I need to talk about her more. I just don't talk about her enough. I need to
I
talk
just
about
sit
her
in the
more.
background.
Um yeah. I guess we both have our roles in our marriage. I like to be out front in the spotlight. You like to just kind of lead from behind in the shadows. Um
Yeah, but most government sectors use Fedora as an enterprise solution because it's easy to upgrade.
Fedora. Yeah, those were the days. Fedora.
Mhm.
Caged Man. Hi, Alyssa. I've recently joined Shadow Academy learning loads. Is there, or do you plan to a community forum where we can maybe have links to the tools, etc., or chat, help each other between shows? Caged Man, that is a great question. I was actually supposed to look into why you guys can't post in the forums while Ubuntu is installing right now. Well, it just finished. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I need to look into that because you know what? Here, hold on 1 second. Let me see. There's got to be a way to turn that on. Give me 1 second, everyone. I want all of you to be able to communicate in the forums. You know, the other option is there's a membership on my. Let me see. Hold on. I think I know where to do that. On YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. Monetization. Memberships. Overview.
What happened? Is it not
I'm
installing?
looking. No, no, no. It finished installing. I'm just trying to look into how to enable it so our members can post um in the community area because right now only we can. Sorry, everyone. Just give me 1 minute. I just want to look into this. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget again. All right, here's the membership levels. All right, here's perks. Is it considered a perk? No, could be a perk. Members only live chat. Okay, yeah, we're doing that right now. What about the community forum area? Let me look that up. Community post.
Well, go ahead, Ashmed. What's your question?
What's that? You talking to me or one of our members?
Our members.
Oh.
Yeah, most of them do. It's just easier on Linux, on a Linux backend. Most of our engineers, or I shouldn't say ours anymore because I don't work for them anymore, but most of them use like to play with the CLI versus having to use a GUI. So a lot of the things they're working on, it's easier for them to use a Linux background. But I used to use Ubuntu when I worked for the DoD, Department of Defense. It's just easier to maintain. Windows is so vulnerable.
Okay, so I can enable community post comments. You may have comments turned off. This channel or video's audience is set as made for kids now. Oh, you or your system have turned on restricted mode. Oh, that might be it. hold on. I think I have restricted mode turned on. Send your top right profile photo. At the bottom, click restricted mode in the top right box that opens to turn restricted mode off.
That's cool. Yeah, MobSF on Fedora will be awesome. And yeah, I think Ubuntu is, you can harden it really well. I mean, we use Ubuntu. Alyssa and I use Ubuntu. It does take more time because you have to get all the updates and downloaders installed. But it definitely is, to me, a better operating system to work off of. You love Ubuntu, right, Alyssa? You live by that.
Oh, hell yeah. I am an Ubuntu girl. And of course, their documentation is like not updated.
I was just gonna say it's gonna be a little not online, accessible for you to get to.
Permissions. Here we go. Wait, permissions for okay. That's permission. All right. Community. Oh, here we go. Community. Okay, approved users. Block links, defaults. Oh, here we go. Allow all comments. Hold on. Hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. Oh, no. Just allow all comments. Hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review. How does it detect what's inappropriate? All right. Okay, so I've enabled all comments. Can one of you go in there and try and see if you can comment on the post? See if it worked. And then let me see, customization, branding, basic info. Branding layout. Memberships. Can any of you post a comment on any of the things now?
Yeah, Battleground tournament did.
What?
Battleground tournament did a post.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what we'll do, everyone, is so I think what it is it's restricting. Okay, so public, anyone can see this, all channel members, Shadow Academy and higher. Okay, so I can actually limit the community to Shadow Academy and higher. And then that's visibility. Let me see if I can change and allow you guys to do more than just comment. Section settings. Default. All right, so it looks like you guys and girls can at least comment now. So what we'll do is feel free to do the conversations in the comment thread underneath the for today's video. So anything related to conversations or what have you, just place it in the comment thread below. This should be working now. Okay. So yeah, so I guess just put the comments for now, and then what I'm going to do is figure out how to open up the actual post to all of you next. But at least we can get comment threads going, and we can use that as the conversation for now. Yeah, the other thing is I think maybe we can create a Discord, or let me know what all of you think. What would you rather do, Slack, or would you rather do Discord? Let me know. I know a lot of you probably use both of those, but I'm happy to do like a Discord. That's a cool idea, actually. I kind of am shying away from doing everything within YouTube. I just don't want them to own everything with Shadow Academy. So I think, if you guys and girls are okay with it, we could create either a Slack channel or a Slack server for Shadow Academy or Discord. So let us know in the comments what all of you guys and girls think as far as what you'd like to do. All right, so back to Ubuntu. So the installation is complete. So I'm going to go ahead and hit restart. So why Discord over Slack? Let me know what all of you think. I know that some people have their preference, but let me know why a lot of you prefer Discord. Does it feel like less corporate-y, whereas like Slack is just a little bit too commercially too corporate-y, where you feel like you're in a work environment, whereas Discord is more kind of like IRC or something, less corporate-y. But let me know in the comments. Let us know. But yeah, I'm intrigued to find out why all of you like Discord over Slack. Use both, but I don't mind Discord. Discord has the voice channel. Oh, there's okay. So Slack doesn't have a voice channel. But you can use voice in Discord. Wow. Slack was overwhelming when I used it in the past. Way too much going on. Discord is fairly simple. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. All right, everyone. We're gonna do Discord. We're gonna use Discord. So what I will do is Mel, do you want to do me a favor while we're getting Ubuntu up and running and things installed? Can you set up the Discord server for Night Shot for Shadow Academy?
Sure.
And then we can paste the Discord server info into chat. I don't know if you create a server or create a channel. I'll just create a Shadow Academy server, and then just if we need to pay, just go ahead and pay. All right, so all of you, it's still not doing mirroring, which is like pissing me off. But all you're missing right now is the login screen. So I'm logging in right now. Alrighty then. Let me change to mirror now that I'm finally in Ubuntu. Alrighty then. For those of you who remember Ace Ventura. Is that Ace Ventura? Anyway. All right. So we are now in mirror mode. So first thing you're going to do is it's going to ask if you want to connect any of your online accounts. This is going to be for setting up calendar and email and stuff like that and photos. Just love this about it. Ubuntu just is easy. I'm all about, maybe it's the Apple mentality ingrained in me, but or maybe it's just I've been doing this for so long that I'm just like I want the easy button with everything. Like, okay, yeah, I'm a hacker. Yeah, I can rock out the shell. Yeah, whatever. Okay, but I'm still all about easy right now. I don't want to spend 4 hours doing something if I can find an easy way to do it in less than an hour. So it doesn't make you less elite or less less great of a hacker if you want something as a GUI or fast or a wizard. It's all about how much time can you save. Okay. Update software has been issued since Ubuntu 22.04 was released. You want to install it now? We're going to go ahead and hit yes and just install all of our updates. One of the things that you would do in the past was you would pull up a terminal shell. Let me see. Where's terminal? Oh, you guys can't see the bottom part of the screen. Sorry about that. But you would do an apt update, apt upgrade. But you can actually do that in the software updater in the GUI. It's basically doing the same thing. Let's see. So yes, you can do this. And sorry, everyone. Let me know if you're getting feedback from my speaker. I'll lower the volume. So if any of you want to also do this in VMware, you can do this in VMware. You don't have to do it as a separate machine. I think there's many of you probably have played with Parallels. What's that other virtual environment for Mac? There's Parallels, there's VMware, and then I thought there was another one, a Basecamp, or that's a web portal. Web CRM. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yes, you can install this in a virtual machine. It is possible. I'm just using a separate laptop because I've got this separate hacking laptop that I use. It's an HP. What is this? It's really pretty. It's an HP. It's like gold and dark gray. It's awesome. Oh yeah, the Spectre, the HP Spectre. How do many of you remember that? Anyway, HP Spectre. Yeah, VirtualBox. VirtualBox is, I think it's free. VirtualBox is free. So yeah, this will take a few minutes to get all the packages up and running. So one of the things that I definitely do when I do a fresh installation of Ubuntu is I'll install the SSH server so I can SSH to it, because usually the laptop is sitting next to me and I don't want to do this funky stuff going on here where I'm like switching between keyboards and then you're typing on the wrong keyboard like I just did earlier. So I'll just install SSH on it and then SSH from my Mac and do everything there. There are some elements of this, like installing Android Studio and stuff and running it, that you actually will need to do it in the interactive login and can't do it over SSH. We'll get to that. I'll show you that. But just know that a lot of it you can just SSH into your machine and just do it from your main machine. So that's, I mean, I remember when installing Linux was this god awful long process. And do all of you remember installing Slackware, Slack, from little 3.5-inch discs? There were like 30 or 40 of them. And you kept it. Anyway, yeah. So installing Linux used to be a really long, drawn out, rocket science process, but not anymore. I will say it's rare when you have to reboot Linux because of something installed, but on an upgrade, it usually requires you to install. Did you find the area for setting up a new Discord server, Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they charge for that? Is it free?
A lot of it's free, but I'm looking around to see what we want to do.
Okay. Oh my God, Windows 95 install floppies. I feel so bad for you, Matt. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Ooh, who remembers OS2 Warp? Are any of you old enough in our member community to remember OS2 Warp? That was a crazy OS. I knew that wasn't gonna last. Question is, are any companies still using OS2 Warp? That's the question. 30 disks? Yeah, that's insane. That's just ridiculous. All right. And actually, Matt, think about it for a minute. Look how far we've come in such a short amount of time. If you think about it, that wasn't that long ago, right? I mean, it's, if you think about it, like a lot of us who've been in the industry for 15 years, 20 years, we've gone so far so fast. I remember when, do all of you remember getting super excited when CD burners came out? Like, oh, I'm going to be able to pirate all this software now. I'm going to be able to make copies of all this stuff now with my CD burner. And then we got all depressed and sad because they implemented like this hardware lock to detect when you're trying to copy a commercial CD or something like that. And I don't know. I remember getting super excited over CD burners. And then what DVD burners came along. Do you remember that? Oh my God. All right, so we have our Ubuntu system that we're going to be using for the rest of the class. Moving forward, let's change our background. That octopus is kind of freaking me out. Let's go with something. I know everyone's like, let's do this evil hacker thing. I'm like all about, I don't know. Maybe it's the girly girl in me. Just want to do something like just pretty. This is something pretty. Something nice and calm and relaxing. Look at that. That's nice and isn't that nice and calm and relaxing? No evil spooky, hoodie wearing, kind of creepy, demonic, hacker stereotype stuff. It's a pretty feel. I was thinking we're gonna sound like what was his name? The painter? What was that painter who just died? Who just passed away? Had this like
Painter?
Yeah, who's that painter? We saw that documentary on him. Honey Bear. Honey Bear. Who was that painter? With the calm sounding voice? And he had the big curly afro.
Oh, that dude.
Bob Ross!
Bob
Thanks,
Ross.
Packet.
Yeah.
I feel like the
He died for
cybersecurity
a
version
long time.
of Bob Ross. We have this pretty field, this calm field. While we have,
Alyssa,
we have
what's your Discord name?
my Discord name. I think it's just
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa Knight, all lowercase, one word. Are
Okay.
you inviting people now?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the chat.
Can you just like, is there like a sign up link or something that you can just post to the chat channel where everyone can just sign up for the Discord?
We're gonna try this one.
Yeah, Packet. Did you read the story on Bob Ross? Did you hear about all that drama, like that crazy woman he married, and then she like took control of the entire Bob Ross franchise and like all the lunch boxes and everything with his face on it, and it's crazy. It's like if any of you, those of you who have not seen the documentary on Netflix about what really happened behind the scenes of Bob Ross, it's crazy. You've got to see it. It was probably one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. There's some crazy stuff going on. Oh, thanks. Okay, so Mel just pasted the Discord thingy in chat. Hopefully that does it for everyone. Yeah, Packet, you gotta go. You gotta go check out the documentary on Netflix. It's really good.
So I had Packet Maven, Jose's in here. Got a few online right now.
Okay, cool. The dark side of memed painter Bob Ross. Happy accidents, betrayal, and greed. There it is. There it is, everyone. All right, here, let me paste this. Yeah, go check that out, everybody, if you have Netflix. I'm sure it might even be on YouTube now for free, if none of you have Netflix. Okay. All right, so we have our Ubuntu system up and running. Mel just posted the link for Discord, so we can all do chat in Discord. If you want to still comment on the post in the community, that's fine too. But I'll be in our Discord server. You know what? I'll go ahead and log into the Discord right now.
Yeah, log in. Everyone's posting stuff in here.
How do I click on that? Why won't Restream make that clickable? Discord. Did you paste it into chat or is it a comment now?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Discord.gg4z425GWJ. Accept invite. Oh, cool. It automatically detected the invite you sent me.
I see you now, Allie. You're good. You're in there.
Hey, thanks for sending this up, Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome, everyone. We have a Discord. Thanks, Mel. Yay, Mel. Okay. All right, let's get on with this. I know we only have 5 minutes left. So we'll do as much as we can in that 5 minutes. So let me pull up. So first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to install just a few things. Let's get this going here. So let's pull up a terminal shell. Let me know if all of you cannot see that. Can you see all that? Can all of you see the text really clearly? Is it big enough? This is a 4K video switcher, so hopefully all of you can see this. Let me see. Let me try. Damn it. How do you increase the font size in terminal? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, how do you do this? Colors, text. Oh, here we go. Terminal size. That's right. Font. Oh, here we go. Let's change that to. I'm okay with the font. I want to change the size. I can hear all of you chatting in the Discord. All right, there we go. Is that better, everyone? Can you see that better? Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is install the NetTools package. That's usually what I install first. So it's just install net tools. Oh, sorry. You're going to want a sudo. So that's going to give us all of our net tools like if config and all that fun stuff. I'm going to also install SSH. Apt install SSH. Oh. Alrighty then. So we've got SSH running, and then to check if something is listening on a port, you're just going to run netstat minus -an, and then I'll say grep for 22. And then now we see SSH is listening on port 22 on all interfaces. That's how easy that is. So what I'll do here is we'll go on and continue our installation. So next we're going to want to install Python 3.8. Oops, I'm already root. By the way, it's not good practice to do that. I just did it because I'm tired of typing sudo. But I'll usually just sudo su if I have a lot of stuff to install. So apt install Python 3.8 virtual environment. Oops. Sorry, env. Ah! What's happening? Oh, I think it's at 3.9 now, isn't it? Ah! What's happening? Apt install Python 3.8 env. What's the package name, everyone? Did I screw that up? Apt install venv. Python 3.8 venv. What am I missing? No installation candidate. Oh, they renamed it, everyone. They freaking renamed it. So apt get update. So I guess in this new release, they changed the package name to virtual env. So let's check to see if that works. Apt install Python 3 virtual env. Look at that. Holy crap. All right, let me update my instructions. That sucks. All right, let me go back to chat while that's installing. Don't need the, oh, you don't need the .9? Oh wait, Python 3-venv works? Really? Let me try that. Oh, you're right, Packet Maven. Why did this forum on why did Stack Overflow say that it's actually got renamed to virtual env? It looks like a completely different package. All right, okay, so it's installing package Python 3.10 venv. My instructions are for 3.8. I'm wondering if that's going to cause a problem. What was virtual env then? What did it install? Python 3 virtual env, Python 3 wheel. That's weird. All right, well, let's just do it. Um, Caged Man, I have actually used AWS, like a free tier AWS Linux box on a remote pen test when I didn't want to set up reverse firewall rules, reverse NAT rules, and on our firewall in our network for the inbound like interpreter shell connection. So I went out on AWS, set up a free tier Linux box, and used that. So yes, that is possible. It just depends on what you're doing. Thanks for that, Packet Maven. I don't know why there's those two separate packages, but I just found a Stack Overflow article that says that it was renamed. So I don't know what it's. That's weird. All right. Well, hopefully it won't cause a conflict. We'll just keep going. So next we're going to want to install Java. Just run java -- version, see if you've got it installed already. So it's not installed, and that's the purpose of running that command, to find out if it is. So we're just going to do an apt install default JRE. Hopefully that hasn't been renamed yet. And that's going to go ahead and install the Java runtime environment. All right. Let's go in chat. Yeah, Yogendra, that's a good point. If you do use Ubuntu and AWS, I don't think, can you get a GUI, like do an X login or something to get the GUI on that if you need a GUI tool? I think you can only SSH to it. I want to say that at one point there was a way to actually log in graphically, but I don't know. I could be going crazy. Amin, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, we will actually cover Jot, hacking Jot tokens. There were some vulnerabilities in previous versions where you could actually reset and change the hash algorithm to none. We can cover that. But yeah, we can go into Jot tokens as well. Packet. Yeah, I agree with you, because Stack Overflow depends on who's posting the message is not always right. But yeah, that's a good point, everyone. Be careful when you're Googling and you're trying to troubleshoot something. Be careful of what you're reading and what you follow. As far as trying to troubleshoot through it, the person who posts is not always right. Good point, Packet. All right, so it looks like that's done. All right, so let's move on. I know we're over time here, everyone. I'm gonna try and get a little bit further, and if all of you don't mind, we'll stay a little late. So apt install default JDK. And it's gonna install all the dependencies as well. So it's just going through one by one, getting all the things installed that Android 29 emulator needs. So we're just going through all these packages. I've already gone through the headache of figuring out what does it need, what needs to be there in order for it to run already. So I have this big laundry list of commands that I'm just following because our security operations center, Briar Thorne, was trying to figure out how to get this working. And I ended up just creating these instructions for them. So this is what I'm following. So we've got the Java runtime environment, JRE, installed, and then JDK stands for Java Development Kit. That's all that means. So we're going to go ahead and install what's called, let's see. Oh, so I want to explain update alternatives to all of you. Update alternatives. Config Java. Update alternatives. Oh, why did that work? Let's do all. Oh, oops, typo. Sorry. So update alternatives, basically, if you have multiple versions of Java installed, you can actually use update alternatives to switch between the different versions of Java for what it's using. You also so that's if you have multiple versions of something that you want to run. I try and avoid that as much as possible. So we're going to go ahead and just move on to Etsy environment. But I wanted to let you know about the update alternatives tool. Etsy environment is basically where we're going to set our Java home. Oh, also for those of you who don't know the tab autocomplete, you can hit tab multiple times and it will autocomplete it for you. So this is our path statement right now. We're going to go ahead and modify that and set at the end of the file a Java home declare not a Java home setting here. Java underscore home equals to user lib JVM Java 11 open JDK AMD64 bin Java. And this is the location of my Java binary. Oops. I guess I'm a little mistypo today. I've got a typo there, sorry. Java 11-11 open JDK AMD64 /bin Java. The life of moving from an Apple keyboard to a PC keyboard. Keys are in different locations. Source Etsy environment. That basically just make sure. If all of you are wondering where your Java, your Java binary is, you can just type in which Java, and it will show you where your Java virtual machine is. Echo $sign Java home just to make sure that it took. Oh, you know what? That was my old path when I created these notes. I'll just say user bin. User bin Java. There we go. Hopefully that works. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and install some optional packages. Just apt install timeshift. So what timeshift will do is it's a backup utility. Because I'm not using a virtual machine like VMware or Parallels or whatever. I want to create a backup of my Ubuntu instance, and you can use timeshift to do that. So that's where you can do backups. So I would recommend running a backup of your OS once you're done building all this stuff, so you don't have to do it again in case you need to blow it all away. And then mlocate is just the locate tool. You can use this for finding files in Linux. Like if you're trying to search for a certain file, you just type in locate space name of the file, like locate space Java. You do need to update the database beforehand, but this basically gives you all the Java locations of Java. Okay. So installing minimum proxy is actually pretty simple. It's just apt install minimum proxy. And there's an apt package for it, which is awesome. And we're going to go ahead and get Frida installed now after this. Mel, it's about time for dinner. It's almost that time.
It's almost that time.
Where should we eat, everybody? What should we have for dinner tonight? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, what are you thinking, Mel? Like, you thinking, I feel like we've had too much pasta in New York.
I already know we're going for dinner.
You already know?
Yeah.
All right, where are we going?
We're going to Sushi Bomb.
Sushi sounds amazing. Sounds amazeballs. What do all of you think? Packet, where do you guys think? I mean, Jack. Ooh, Thai food. Thai food sounds good. Jack Bauer was thinking Asian, just like we were. I don't know. I haven't had sushi in a while.
We've had a lot of pizza last week.
I know we had so much pizza in New York.
And I'm thinking I'm down for all you can eat sushi.
All right, everyone. This is actually getting to the instructions for installing Frida.
That's awesome.
And for those of you who are like, Alyssa, there's no way I can, type or write this fast as you. I'm gonna post all of these install instructions on should I do it in Discord? Oh, I guess I'll do it in the community.
Ooh, Silver STR said, Alyssa, ever thought about writing a bash script to auto install all of this?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I was thinking about it. Maybe I'll put all these in. Maybe I'll script this and then send it over to all of you and upload it. Because there's a lot of install instructions.
We probably can throw it up in GitHub.
Yeah, that's a good point. My first GitHub project. Bash script. All right, everyone. There you go. Frida's fully installed now. It's I just did Frida dash dash version and it tells us that we're running Frida 15.2.2. And then so the next part, which is the Android 29 emulator setup, we can go ahead and push that to the next class. Because I know I've kept all of you late. I apologize about that. I have so much fun with all of you. Like I could seriously go all night. But then Mel would kill me because she's gonna be starving and wanting to go to dinner. Okay, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'll put my entire install things into a script and I'll script it and then I'll upload the script to all of you. There's portions where I'm not gonna be able to script it, like basically setting those environment files and I guess I could do that. Just append it. I'll echo it to the end of that file for you, and then just automatically run source and source it. Yeah. So I'll script it for all of you, and then they call that being hangry. Yes, hungry, angry. No, it was cool hanging out with all of you. Thanks again for joining us today, everybody. Hopefully you had fun. Um, I'm sure this was probably a refresher for a lot of you who know how to install Linux, but it was fun going through it. This new version of Ubuntu looks great. I love it. Looking nice. Um, so in the next class, what we're going to do is we're going to go through setting up the Android emulator. So I'm going to walk all of you through the whole DevTools thing, Android, putting everything in your bash RC file that needs to be added there for DevTools, your Android home, actually going through SDK Manager. So for those of you who've never used SDK Manager, I'm gonna teach you that. We'll walk through that. We'll go through DevTools. It's gonna be fun. So especially if a lot of you have never installed Android emulator before, it's really cool. So when we run it, all of you will see the actual Android device show on your screen, and it literally looks like an Android. It's an Android phone. It's an Android phone running in X Windows. It's freaking amazing. So we'll do that. I'll show you how to start the emulator with a writable file system. I'm gonna show you how to use ADB. So we're gonna be doing stuff with ADB. That'll be cool. And then yeah. So that'll be fun. And then I'll show you how to install Frida. Start Frida. Because we already have it installed now. We'll start up Midem Web, and then we'll get the app ready that we're going to use with Midem Proxy and bypasser token. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking through it. Sorry I ran out there again. Yeah, so I'll play more with Discord. I truthfully have not played with Discord that much. I'm mostly in Slack, so I'll learn Discord. It sounds cool. So I'll be in Discord with all of you. I'm sure Discord has a mobile app. I'll put Discord on my phone.
Yeah, I have it on my mobile app right now.
Yeah, and I think I really love Packet's idea here because it's an opportunity for all of you to just kind of chat and work with each other and help each other. So you're not just solely relying on me. You can post questions in the channel, and all of you as part of a community, we can all help each other and answer any questions that all of you have. But we love you guys. Eve, thank you for joining us. Jack, we love you guys. Funky Monkey, Funky Monk, Packet
Back at
Maven.
Mayhaven.
I know your name's Funky Monk, but I love calling you Funky Monkey. But we love you, Yogendra, Jack. Just love you guys, girls. Thank you so much, Caged Man.
Thanks for
Looks like we
joining.
got a lot of new members today, so thank you so much for joining, Jose. Definitely gonna have you, Eve. Yeah. So Battleground, thank you so much, Ahmed, Alfred. Thanks for joining us, Matt. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, no, my apologies. Hopefully it doesn't piss all of you off when we go over like this, but I just feel like when we're in our group, we should just keep
I
going.
think 17 minutes isn't so bad.
It's not too bad, right? We didn't go over too
Yeah.
bad. All right, so I think the votes came in for Ty. But I think Mel is craving sushi, so I think we're gonna do sushi, and we'll do Thai tomorrow. Mel and I don't cook that much. We go out a lot. Anyway, so for those of you who are not aware, again, I announced a new show. There's a new show that we've started called Night Walk, and it's 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've already published it out on all the social media sites. So it's 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday morning, and it will run. It starts on Monday, and it's going to run 7 days a week. So we're going to get up every morning at 6 a.m. and walk. You can walk with us, hang out, ask questions. We'll talk about pretty much anything goes. It's going to be a walk. We can talk about hacking. We can talk about hacking you guys. We can talk about filmmaking, whatever it may be. You just hang out with us on a 2 mile walk. So yeah, it'll be fun. So all of you take care. We love you. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a great
Have a
rest
good
of your
night.
day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves and each
Take
other.
care.